Hey guys, Marstingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to be having a look at the EZA God of Destruction Toppo on the Realm of Gods team. I was talking about this before his EZA actually dropped, but I do think that he is the final piece for completing the best Realm of Gods build that I can run, at least, on Global. I'm not talking like best in terms of optimal APT, like I'm not one of those Reddit boys that cares about those like number calculations. I mean, you can see straight away I'm using UI Goku as my leader, so obviously we're not getting the we're not running a 170 lead, we're only getting the 130 and 4 key from him. But we are running a friend Beerus. The reason I do this is because if we run a friend Beerus, every time he floats into the third spot on the turns, he doesn't really provide anything to the team. He doesn't link super well with the Saiyan rotation that we're going to run. So I don't really like having like a floating unit that comes onto that last slot and doesn't really do anything. So I think using the slightly lower leader skill for UI Goku is actually better. Because then we're going to run a rotation of him with physical Vegito Blue. So they're not like the best link partners in the game, but they have some good links together, and obviously both those units are incredibly good in and of themselves. And yeah, they're a very workable rotation. Again, they're not like super optimal, they're not getting all of their best links active all the time, but they are a perfectly fine rotation. So obviously Toppo, wow, 29k from a super is pretty good. We are getting the defensive buff, of course, from Gawasu and Zamasu. So in terms of the supports for Realm of Gods, I think I'm running what I would consider to be one of the best setups. So Supreme Kai of Time is obviously very, very good. The fact that she can massively raise her own defense means that you don't have to worry about her too much as long as she can get a super attack off. And then, of course, Gawasu and Zamasu, they have that built-in ability to dodge, and they provide defense to the rest of them, the rest of the rotation. Both of them seal as well in events where you can actually seal, so that can be very good. Let's let UI Goku get some more build-up here. So yeah, these two together, UI Goku's getting Kamehameha, Prepared for Battle, Over in a Flash, and Fierce Battle. So not his full link set, not the most optimal that he could be, but still very, very good. I mean, we're going to see here, we're going to be getting the 18 key super attack. Wow, no dodge, okay. But his passive not fully built up, 3.6 million, pretty good. So obviously once his attack stats are fully, his passive is fully built up, he's going to be hitting, I think with support, I think he hits close to like 6 million on this team. Which when you consider, like I say, we are running a 130 lead and a 170 lead, is still pretty good. And obviously Vegito Blue, on his best turns, like he can look absolutely insane. Like multiple super attacks, he's got the counters. He's just a very, very strong unit. So, like I say, there's definitely better rotations for UI Goku and Vegito Blue. Like obviously Blue Kaioken Goku, the STR one, is probably the best link partner for UI Goku, but mine is only 69%. And regardless of whether you think Blue Kaioken Goku is underrated, if you actually think he's super good, there's no way you can argue that a 69% Blue Kaioken Goku is better than a Rainbow EZA physical Vegito Blue. So having those two together is really good. And then obviously Vegito Blue, I could always run him with someone else like the LR Vegito, but of course the way we're running the team, I'm using UI Goku as my leader. So the only way I could really do that is to bring, like I said at the start, somebody like Beerus or Zamasu as the lead, and then just put them in the third slot floating, which I don't really think is a good way to run the team. So of course we got no way to not super attack here and heal the Dr. Gero. So, oh well, I guess we'll be in this phase for a little bit longer, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of here to show off the team build. It's not like I'm gonna worry about fully completing this run or anything like that. I just wanted to show you guys what I consider now to be my best, or at least my favorite. I guess that's probably the better way to put it, but my favourite build for Realm of Gods now that we have the EZA for Toppo. But yeah, I like the fact between Vegito Blue and UI Goku, we healed Dr. Gero back up to full health. So, can we get a crit counter here? Yeah, let's go. 3 million damage on a counter attack. Okay, it's pretty good. Alright, so, we get the heal again. Double super. So the great thing is you want to give Supreme Kai of Time a lot of additional because she massively raises defense on super, which is 100%. So if she gets another super attack, it's 100% of the defense that you've already raised by 100%. So her defense at the end of the turn, once you've done that, is going to be insanely high. So let's do no super attack with Beerus, and then his super attack is fine. And Toppo's super attack is fine. So can we actually take him out here? Because Beerus gets his passive to proc, so he does extra damage. That's decent for a normal attack. Hey, and the additional normal as well. Perfect. The last thing we wanted him to do was do an additional super attack. So I will definitely take that. But now we can take out Jiro and we can move on. So obviously with Toppo on this particular team build, he is a third slot floating unit. So he's not, you know, a unit that we're not like, this isn't like a normal showcase video, because obviously normally even for a support unit, if I'm trying to do like a proper showcase, I would have him on main rotation. For Toppo, really the Universe 11 team, if you have access to the full power Jiren, is really the only team I think where you would run him on main rotation. And like I showed off yesterday in that video for Super Battle Road, if you don't pull the new Jiren, you can always use the old school STR Jiren, because his leader skill is Universe Survival Saga, and build what is basically a Universe 11 team that way. And obviously have a friend LR full power Jiren, and then run Toppo on main rotation with him, and then obviously that build is going to be very, very strong. So the friend Beerus here, 79%, he's got over 100k defense. So he should be okay in the first slot here. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then we'll line up these STR orbs ready for UI Goku for next turn. So of course we take a super attack. So the thing with Beerus is he's one of those units where he needs to get hit once to proc his passive, which then gives him not only the extra attack, but a whole bunch of extra defense as well. So of course it's always the worst case RNG when the first attack on him is a super attack, because he hasn't gotten that defense buff yet, and of course in this particular instance we had type disadvantage. But I mean, look at that, the combo of Beerus and Whis together, Whis with the additional, just taking out Android 17. 2 slots, there you go, see you later. So yeah, pretty good. So Toppo's going to have his damage reduction active now, so I guess I probably should have brought up his card information, but does supreme damage, raises allies attack by 30%. Again, because we're not running him in the first, like, main rotation, that's not really that important. But post EZA, he gets 70% attack and defense, which is pretty solid. All allies key +1 and attack and defense 40%. All enemies defense minus 70%, and then reduces damage received by 40% when HP is 70% or less. So he's very, very good. The fact that he provides that one key is basically what sort of edges him out as the better support unit for this team over somebody like, say, the West Kai. Because West Kai, after she finally got her awakening, was another support unit you could use for Realm of Gods that gives 40% support. But she doesn't give any key, and her links particularly were quite bad. So while she was providing that extra attack, she didn't really help anyone out in terms of supering. Often she could not super herself depending on how the orb field was laid out, just because she probably wasn't getting any key links active from anyone on the team, meaning you'd have to get 6 key with her for her to super attack. Whereas Toppo, the fact that he has key, obviously that is very, very good. Oh, and look at this, we can use, alright, if we heal from the links, we can't use it. So what we can do here is kind of cheese it a little bit, use the active skill first, and then move him back.
Destruction is my job, after all. Don't underestimate the power of a god of destruction.
So yeah, because of course Beerus has the HP restriction on his active skill, so now we can move him back. He gets the heal from the Connoisseur link with Whis, but we've already used the active skill, so sorry game, it's too late. So unfortunately he doesn't get hit first, so we're not getting his full destructive capability here, but this is still going to be pretty good. We've got a very slow Dokkan mode as well, so we're going to hit all the nodes. Obviously Gawasu and Zamasu in slot 3 are there providing defensive support, so no extra attack. So he only has a 4.5 million attack stat. You know, this guy on double 170 leads with attack support. On the turn you use his active skill, you can see like 8-9 million attack stats, but still pretty solid, especially considering as I said at the start, we are running a 130 lead and a 170 lead. So overall, this team just very, very strong. And Gawasu and Zamasu might actually finish off Cell here. I don't know, they don't do a lot of damage, but surely they can do that much at least. Hey, there you go. Get the crit for good measure. Why not? So we'll go on to the tech Cell here. Yeah, this is not a great turn for you, buddy. So we'll do this. If UI Goku can actually get both of the dodges here, then he gets his 24 key super. I don't know how close. I haven't been counting his dodges though, so I don't know how close to being maxed out he is. But he's got to be pretty close at this point. Yeah, 5.1 million attack stat. Pretty solid considering. So my UI Goku, he's full level 10 links. He has 2 dupes. Pretty good overall. And then physical Vegito Blue. Now the thing is, obviously he can be pretty crazy. As good as he is, he's one of the units that I still haven't gotten around to link leveling. So obviously we're seeing him like the first super attack of the turn. He's still hitting like a 2 million attack stat. And that's with like the links that he shares with UI Goku, like Kamehameha, Fierce Battle. They're not at level 10. So obviously he could be getting much bigger of a buff. So I definitely need to actually go ahead and link level him at some point. But let's do this and then this here. So obviously Toppo, I mean, this is, like I said, this isn't like a normal showcase. Toppo, oftentimes, because he's providing that great support, we kill off the enemy before we get a chance for Toppo to even attack. But Toppo, very, very good addition to the team. Wow, look at that. I might start link leveling him. Maybe I'll do another video when he gets to link level 10. Probably on the Universe 11 team, I guess. Trying him out with the Jiren friend and then the STR Jiren lead. Because as you can see, yet another turn where we finish off the enemy before he even gets a chance to attack. But, I mean, he's very good. He hits like a 2 million attack stat, which, considering he's a support unit, is actually really solid. So, with the defensive support, Vegito Blue has 86k defense. Hopefully he'll be okay here. As long as we don't get supered literally in slot 1, we should be good. I mean, we'd survive it anyway, but we just really don't want that to happen. So, yeah, double-digit damage thanks to the defensive support from Gawasu and Zamasu. And then, yeah, he's still hitting 1.5 without attack support. That's pretty good. No additional supers, though. There we go, 1.6. So we get the additional from his hidden potential. Now we get super attacks. But we've super attacked twice. So he's raised his defense a fair bit. It's probably still do like 100k. Yeah, 147, okay. But then we get hit for double digits. We get that counter off. And then UI Goku at a 4.68. So pretty decent from him. We've got type advantage here as well. So yeah, very solid damage from you. These dodges in. Right, and then Gawasu and Zamasu. 1 million attack stat. Let's go. Oh, okay, so he's going to lock Supreme Kai of Time in slot 1. That's not what we like to see. But he's healing as his first move of the turn, so he's not attacking her first, which is fine. Because then she's going to massively raise her defense on super attack. Like, getting 100% defense raise is obviously very, very good. And if you do get that double super, so much defense. But hopefully we don't get supered in slot 1 here, of course. Because, yeah, 6,000 damage from a normal attack. Not bad for a support unit, considering it's neutral typing. But the super attack definitely did quite a lot. But fortunately, even 7,000 damage, she's able to tank those normal attacks just well enough for us to survive. I've said it before in videos, but like locking your units into specific slots is probably the enemy ability that I hate the most in these long form events, because you spend all that time like setting up your rotations, getting everything the way you want it, and then you get to a turn where the enemy just messes it up completely, and then you have to, once you've finished off that enemy, you've then got to spend like the next few turns fixing your rotations back to the way they were. So, but yeah, hopefully now we should actually get to see Toppo attack, because this cell does have a lot of HP. UI Goku getting those dodges in, or at least a dodge. There you go. So that's him passive fully maxed with attack support on this team with a 130 and a 170 lead. 79%, just under 6 million attack stat. So yeah, imagine him under double 170 leads and if he was actually Rainbow. So And then, yeah, physical Vegito Blue putting out... Of course, now, this is the turn where I thought we were going to get to see Toppo attack. Physical Vegito Blue decides to go off on one. Yeah, 1.2 million crit counters as well. Don't crit? Okay, good. I actually want Cell to survive. So, yeah, 1.3. Not bad, not bad. He does get a better rotation with the Beerus and Whis, I think, just because of some of the links that they have. But, hey, we get the additional super as well. Let's go. So, Toppo actually finishing off one of the enemies in the video that was kind of centrally like around Toppo, even though he's been a third slot floating unit. So, he actually gets to finish off the video. So, there you go. That's he earns the worthiness of being in the thumbnail that I'd already made before recording the video. So, there you go. That is my quote-unquote best Realm of Gods team. Obviously, there are ways that it could be improved in terms of overall numbers, but like I said, I don't like having units floating in the third spot who don't benefit the team. So obviously, you could run double Beerus, so you could have Beerus and Whis and then like Beerus and Vados, but I just really like using units like UI Goku and Vegito Blue. So let me know down below, what is your favourite build of Realm of Gods? Does it include the new Toppo? Have you done the EZA and tried him out? I definitely think he is the final piece of this very, very strong team. So let me know what you guys think down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the link to my Discord in the description. Feel free to join in the fun over there. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.